is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let me start with this guy, urologist. He's been a contributor for both Newsmax and Fox News, 12 years with Fox News, former chairman of urology and chief of robotic surgery at Lenox Hill Hospital. He was born and raised in the Persian Jewish community of Iran. Samadi, his name is David Samadi, and his younger brother left in 1979 during the revolution, like many. He was only 15 years old, and he reached out to me. I guess he's friends with Greg Kelly, too. Reached out to me a couple of days ago, said, Sid, I agree with everything you say, whether it's Mamdani, Iran, all of it. I love the show, and I'm putting him on. Again, let me go back to the Mamdani thing for a second. And all kidding aside, I spoke about a lot of reasons why I'm not a Met fan anymore. But the truth is, watching Mr. and Mrs. Met hug Mamdani, I know you guys think it's trivial and it's silly. It really made me nauseous. Like, it really made me sick. Anybody who buddies up to this guy and shows this guy genuine love and appreciation, any public display of love for Mamdani, I just can't talk to you. And I know, Dr. Samadi, you agree. So with that said, welcome to your first ever appearance on Sid and Friends in the Morning. How are you?
Good morning, Sid. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you.
It's great to have you, too. You're a very smart guy, obviously, big-time doctor and working with robotics, and we'll get to that at the very end of the conversation. But again, you did not tweet me, you sent me a DM on Instagram, and you said, I agree with everything you say about Iran and Mamdani. Let's start with Iran. You know, I've got a lot of friends, including Reza. He's a big star on the TV show Shahs of Sunset on the Bravo channel. Sure. He was about the same age as you when he and his family left during the revolution in Iran. He's been on the show a couple of times. A lot of very similar stories, folks your age that were kids that left and have not been back in Iran for the better part of 47 years. What are your thoughts on what Trump is doing, America's doing, Israel's doing in an effort to rid the world of this terrorist threat?
So thank you for having me. But let me tell you a little bit about my background. I grew up as a Persian Jew, Iranian Jew, in a Muslim country, and I went to all-boys Catholic school that belonged to Don Bosco. So a lot of our friends were Christians and Catholics, and, you know, we all got along very well. It was a beautiful, beautiful country. Sid, if you would have been there 1977, 1976, Iran was better than Europe. You had Frank Sinatra, beautiful women, freedom, you know, business as usual. And it was a very modern country. Iran is not an Arab country. It has history of Persian goes back to many, many years, poetry, friendship, and it was growing. And Shah was really was letting you practice your religion, whatever you wanted to do, as long as you don't impose it, as long as you don't come and block the street and put like a Friday prayers like we see in Germany, in Europe, and it's coming to your house near you here in New York, then everything was fine, you know, and the growth and entrepreneurship. And unfortunately, as a result of like all of a sudden 1979 revolution, a lot of us left, a lot of the talents. You see like some of the CEOs of Uber and Google and the technology in this country, it's all come from that sect of the world. You look at, like, you're in New York, look at like all the like real estate. You have tons of Persian Jewish friends and Iranians that have really running a lot of real estate in New York and have tremendous input in finance, in science, in medicine, in law, etc. All of those talents belong to that country, which is outside, and they're losing it. And instead, they control the women. They have no rights. And a small percentage of the people in the country are taking millions and trillions of dollars out of the country. And it's unfortunate because they're starving and the policies are terrible. So I think what Trump is doing and what Israel is doing is really trying to take this beautiful Persian empire that was the source of kindness and that turned into a terror back to the way it was. And I hope they're going to be successful because Iranians are fun people. You've been around them. You know how they are. Yeah. They're not fighters. They don't want this.
No.
They want to have a great time. They want to work. They want to make money. And imagine if we had someone that had good relationship with America and Israel, Sid. How great it would have been. That whole area would die down. This terror in Lebanon, I have so many, I'm sure you do also, a lot of Christian Lebanese friends, most beautiful people in the world. They have taken that country as a hostage the same way as Iran.
Two come to mind right away. I believe the greatest men's fashion designer ever, one of my best friends, Joseph Aboud, Lebanon, and somebody that all you folks know. She is now a U.S. attorney in Washington, D.C. She used to work on this station. Janine Pirro, also proud Lebanese.
Absolutely. Beautiful people. And like I said, they are in Yemen, they're in Afghanistan, Syria, that whole beautiful Persian Empire. There was a time when my parents were going to France, and you say you're Iranians, they would love you because it was a source of like money and culture, etc. For 47 years, it's unfortunate people don't want to say they're Iranians. They say they're Persians. What the hell is that? So it has turned. And I think that Trump is doing the right thing. A lot of people in this country is like, what the hell do we care about Iran? If we have our own problem over here, if the price of gas is going up, why do we need to care about what's going on? And the issue is that if you don't take care of that problem, it's going to come in your streets near you. It's going to affect you. It's the source of a lot of terror and problems. And it's better to take care of this and bring peace to the neighborhood and put this fire out. It's better for Israel, it's better for U.S., and it's better for Europe.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more, Dr. Samadi. And unfortunately, I've been calling to light him up. I was a little upset. Not that it matters what I think, but I thought President Trump should have done what he was threatening to do on Tuesday night. I didn't see any reason for another 14-day extension. I knew that they would not abide by it. They never do. They never do. I don't want to see innocent people die. Don't get me wrong, but it's war, okay? And if we're going to fix this country, we got to do what we got to do.
But I think there is more to the story than what it seems. And for 2 hours, we were all in shock as to why he didn't finish the deal and why he didn't, finally, it was going to be the end of this. But I think there is more to the story. There are economic issues, the price of the oil, stock market over here. And also, they've been hitting them for about 30 days. And I think this is, without talking on the radio, there's some intelligent stuff that has to happen and see when the dust settles, who's alive, who's there, who's going to come out of these bunkers, etc. So there's more to the story than what we think. But I hope, look, I trust President Trump. People may not like him personally. I think he's very funny. I think if you get to know him a lot, it's not what some of these like left-wing media make him to appear. He's a great American guy that's fighting for this country. His policies are great. You don't need to like him. You don't need to be his friends, but his policies make a lot of sense.
100%.
I'm listening. Do the right thing, I think, at the end.
I agree, and I like him, and I love his policies. In fact, I love him. So I couldn't agree more. This is Dr. David Samadi making his debut. Clearly, a brilliant man, Persian man who has been here, had to leave Iran with his family, like a lot of folks had to during the revolution back in the late 1970s, and has thrived here, done a tremendous job. A big-time doctor.
$300 in our pockets.
$300.
All the mansions, all the money was left behind.
God bless you.
$300 in our pocket.
Amazing.
And this country has been beautiful. We love America. This is a country that if you come as an immigrant and you really put yourself and melt into this society, give back, it will give you 1,000,000 times back. And this is the kind of immigration we want in this country. People that are willing to come, respect this country, give to the society, help people. And this country is absolutely the best country in the world. But if you come and you try to impose your own ideology from that part of the world and you try to change people, then there's a problem. And that's something that President Trump has to deal with that as well.
Think Verizon is expensive? Think again. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. So bring us your bill. Walk in, run in, pogo stick in, teleport if you can. Ride on the back of a rollerblading yak or fly in on the wings of a majestic falcon. Any way you can, bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. Based on Root Metrics Best Overall Mobile Network Performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. Must provide very recent postpaid consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.